folks. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Blue Wave Sports Show. I'm Taylor Stewart.
And I'm Tyler Tipton.
Let's get it started with some FAU soccer. Of course, our men's team has been doing wonderful this season. They beat some state foes such as UNF, FGCU. This week, they're going to take on Marshall. Let's send it out to Al TV's Hannah Warren.
Hi, I'm Hannah Warner here at the FAU Soccer Stadium where the men's team is about to face off with their conference opponent, Marshall. The Thundering Herd led the Owls in shots on goal 7-4 as well as corner kicks 12-6, but FAU's freshman goalkeeper was able to hold Marshall to 0 after over 100 minutes of play. FAU's Daniel Montoya recorded the only offensive statistic during overtime but was unable to convert, ending the match scoreless. Forward Ryan Price was able to convert and give the Owls a 1-point lead over the Thundering Herd but was overturned due to an offsides penalty. FAU, who has 5 wins this season, 1 tie, and no losses at home, will get ready to face Howard University this Sunday at noon. For the Blue Wave, I'm Hannah Warner. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Hannah. Well, it seems like our boys played hard, and speaking of which, our football team goes on the road last week and gets the win against UAB. Not only a win, Taylor, but by 2 touchdowns here.
A big win.
Yeah.
I mean, really, and, you know, we had we had some blocked kicks, of course. That needs to be worked out.
That needs to be polished up.
But, I mean, there's no excuse for that.
No.
But on our offense, finally, it looks like things have clicked. I think we established, if anything, I think we got confidence going into this Marshall game, able to get another win. And I think more importantly, looking to the future of this team, we got an established leader in Quez.
Yes.
And I think finally now we have a quarterback. There's no more back and forth, rotating. And I think the team's really going to benefit from that.
Yeah, you know, somebody's got to be the sound leader of this team. And, you know, it's unfortunate that Greg Hankerson is not going to be that guy. However, Jacquez Johnson, you know, he's done a great job. He's gotten the win against USF, gotten the win now against UAB, suffered a really close loss against Middle Tennessee State at home. And Jacquez is just a big, physical quarterback. A quarterback. It sounds like I'm describing a running back here, but he's a quarterback. He had 100 on the ground last week. You know,
over 300 passing yards. I mean, he was named Conference USA's Offensive Player of the Week, which is huge for us. You know, I feel like we were kind of the underdogs in this conference, and now we've had 2 of our players be named Conference of the Week players.
Exactly.
So I think, you know, like we said before, back when we were covering recruiting, we thought that Hankerson was going to be great. We thought that he had a chance to earn the starting quarterback spot. Things did not go that way, but I could not be more pleased with how Quez is playing and how our team as a whole, minus the kicking situation, played last week. And, for that matter, if Quez had been starting, I do believe we would have beat Rice.
You know, I'm going to have to agree with you at this point. Seeing what he did on the road here, put up 37 points with those kicks being blocked, not to mention.
Yeah.
And, you know, he is legit. He is our quarterback. And, you know, we're going to be looking at him to call the signals the next couple of seasons here. And, I mean, we cannot dismiss the performance of our defense last week. As we all talked about on the show last week, UAB had a really good passing offense. We allowed 24 points. Now, that's definitely not a shutout by any means, but we got the job done, did we not?
Yeah, and I think it's okay for our defense to allow some points as long as our offense is able to score points. Before, that was our problem. Our defense was stopping points, but when your offense isn't scoring, it's kind of a dead end. So I think both sides of the ball are improving, doing well. And, you know, this week's press conference, Pelini looked very happy. He's happy with the team chemistry.
Yeah.
And I think things are starting to gel.
Hey, when you win 37-24, how can you not be happy?
Exactly.
On the road.
Exactly.
Conference game.
Exactly. And, you know, this Marshall game is going to be so important because basically our bowl eligibility hinges on this game.
Yep.
You know, we're looking for 4 more wins on the season. And I think if we can beat Marshall, you know, a well-known program, an established school.
Those couple of close second losses, last-second losses, will kind of be washed away in this view that, hey, we're coming together now, and we are the best team in Conference USA. At least that's what I think the attitude will be amongst the players. And they're going to go out every week and win. And then we're going to be bowl eligible, and hey, who knows where that will happen from there.
And also, you know, I think the game before a bye week is very, very important.
Yes.
Because you have 2 weeks to kind of prepare. And I think playing Auburn is a tough task, especially this year. They're doing very well. They just got a huge win over Ole Miss. And I think for us to have the mindset that we are prepared to take on this Auburn team and legitimately think that we have a chance to compete and win, they definitely need to get this Marshall win.
Yes, definitely. And I tell you what, we get this Marshall win, I feel like our players are going to be really confident going into War Eagle country the following week. And who knows, we pull up an upset. I mean, how rocking is this Boca Raton campus going to be now? I mean, our players' confidence is going to be shot through the roof. And I really see us going to a bowl game after that.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think if we beat Marshall, that seals the deal because we have FIU. That's going to be a win.
I mean, we got to take it 1 week at a time. I can't say FIU's a win because we sat on the show last year here and said the same thing.
Yes, but keep in mind, they lost to Bethune-Cookman. They lost to UCF.
They're not having a great year.
And
I agree with you there.
They lost to Louisville 72-0. They just got their first win against Southern Miss. But keep in mind, Southern Miss has not won a game since 2011. So definitely Southern Miss should be a win.
Oh,
Mexico
absolutely.
State should be a win. Tulane could be a tough one.
But it's homecoming.
It's homecoming. I think at home our players will be fired up, especially if we get a couple more wins before that. But huge improvements from last season.
Definitely. Can't agree with you more.
And, okay, let's talk about our kicker, Mitch Anderson, who before had been great, reliable. It's apparently a mental thing, and Pelini is going to John McCormick, the coach of the baseball team, to try to help find the root of this problem. Now, do you think that this is going to be a factor in the Marshall game, or do you think that our offense, if we continue to play how we have been, it will not be a problem? It will just be a little hiccup.
Well, I think it's going to be a factor regardless because he is the one kicking our extra points and our field goals in general, and points are points, as we all know. Would I love to see us score 7 touchdowns and seal a game at 49-0? Yes, and then have, the kicker not even be a factor. However, we can't deny, his role is huge on this team.
Yes.
And it is a factor. And I hope John McCormick from the baseball team, gets it together in his psyche that, hey, you're a great kicker, which I truly believe he is.
Yeah, he is.
I think last week was just some kind of hiccup. Something may have happened. Maybe he had an exam. I don't know. But I think he'll definitely bounce back.
Yeah, and I mean, missing points against UAB is one thing. Extra points is one thing. You can't do that against this Marshall team.
No.
They've had a pretty good season. They're definitely a tougher team. We are the underdogs going into this, so I think I agree with you in that, it's crucial for our kicker to be at his peak for this game because it is such an important game, trying to get our 3rd win of the season. So hopefully all aspects come together and we have a great game.
I truly believe they will. I mean, do you disagree?
Oh, no, definitely. I think, the only problem I see, we had some injuries with the UAB game, but luckily our defense is deep. We have a great roster on defense. So I think we're going to be able to bounce back.
Definitely.
The only problem I can foresee is the kicking situation, but hopefully it doesn't come down to extra points or a field goal. Hopefully it's a pretty handedly win.
Yeah, and let's not deny here the factor that we're at home this week. Now, we're not a normal big-time school that has 8 home games a year. We only get 5. Okay, and let's be realistic. That 5th one is usually the last game of the year, which some people, they have exams and stuff, they don't attend it. So these about 4 home games a year are special, and I really saw an effect when we played Middle Tennessee State, having our offense struggle week in and week out, and then all of a sudden we're at home and we put up 42 points.
Yeah. And that game, Quez was able to send us into overtime at the very last second. I think that was
last
a huge
play, 1 second left. He throws the touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Boom, we're going into overtime.
I think that kind of the loss overshadows that, but that was, talk about performing under pressure.
Talk about improvement. Really improvement. Yes, we did lose the game. It went into overtime, but you cannot deny the improvement in that game.
No. I think it's exciting. It's a great team. I think we just have, great things to look forward to.
Yeah, definitely.
Stick with us, and we'll be back with the panel.